Well, so here we go, 2026. How quickly does that come along? Another year. You just keep marching on. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year. I always enjoy being invited to come in and just share anything at all with you guys, your family, to me. So just a couple of thoughts for me connected to your Vision Sunday, So the theme is divine direction. You've got a couple of other phrases, but I just want to focus on divine direction. And it's a year of divine direction, but I would just really add the reality is it's a life of divine direction, and it just so happens that there are years within our life. So, a year of divine direction, but the reality is it's a lifestyle that needs to be led like that. When it comes to the divine direction, you just can't pass Jesus. Like you look at Jesus and how he lived his life, the miracles, the disciples, the whole package, even going to the cross, the crucifixion, the beatings, the torture, and the resurrection. And every single thing that Jesus did, he didn't do it because he chose. His choice was, you look at John chapter 4, and it starts at John chapter 4, but there's a number of passages throughout the book of John. And Jesus was very clear that he chose to do what he heard. He chose to say what he heard the Father say, and he chose to do what he saw the Father do. That's divine direction. So here we have Jesus, God, incarnate in human flesh, and his choice was to listen to his Father, watch what his Father was doing, and then he only spoke the words that his Father spoke, and he only did the things that he saw his Father do. Now, it's so easy to say that, but to really consider that quality of relationship and that intimacy where he is hearing from the Father, seeing from the Father, and then he is happily and willingly doing what he sees. There's no hesitation in him. That's another level of sort of relationship and intimacy that most of us, we read about it, but we don't actually touch. But it's possible. It's clearly possible because everything that Jesus did and said is an example for us to follow. Even to the point actually of the cross and the whole crucifixion. Now, Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane. He knows what's coming. He knows the pain. He knows the humiliation. He knows what's coming. And he prays in the garden. He says, He says, Father, if it's possible, let this cup pass from me, but not my will, but yours be done. And so he willingly goes to the cross because he simply knows it's the will of the Father. And without meaning to, our vision is a year of divine direction. We often don't realize how much we lean upon our own understanding, and we do things in accordance with our own desires or our own preferences. And we will preface that with the saying that the Holy Spirit's leading me to. But often the reality is we are leading ourselves. And the challenge when the only way you know what you're doing is right is if it works or not. If it doesn't work, it wasn't from God. That's just simply all there is to it. Full stop. Boom. If it doesn't work, it wasn't God. If there's nothing miraculous, it wasn't God. If you could do it without God, then it wasn't God. And a year of divine direction. Number one, I want to adjust that statement and say it's a life of divine direction. But the challenge is for us as a church, for you as an individual, you as a leadership team, you as a pastor, whatever your status is within the ministry, the challenge is develop the intimate relationship with the Father. And the only way we can do that is through the person of the Holy Spirit, because he is there to guide us into all truth, to lead us into all truth. The example of Jesus is everything that Jesus did, he did as a man. So he had a relationship with the Father where he could hear what the Father was saying and where he could see what the Father is doing, but he didn't do it as God. He did it as a man, as a person, as a woman, as a child. He did it as a human being. And a year of divine direction, a life of divine direction. Put in the time, put in the effort to build the relationship with the Father through the person of the Holy Spirit, so you can literally hear what he says, see what he is doing, because that is the only thing that is guaranteed to work. It's very challenging. It sounds so easy, but it's very challenging. And but the good thing is it's possible. Jesus is our model. He is our example. If Jesus could hear clearly from the Father as a man, if Jesus could see clearly what the Father is doing as a man, then me and you, as a man, as a woman, as a child, we can actually follow that example. We can do what he did. It all comes down to our intimacy with the Holy Spirit. Bury yourself in his word and then throw yourself into your relationship with the Holy Spirit. It's all very, very possible, and it's the only way that we are guaranteed to succeed. Our success is not determined by ourselves. Our success is determined by our ability to hear and then obey what the Father is saying. Just a couple of thoughts, a couple of minutes there, but that is far more challenging than most of us even realize. You guys are going to have a great year. You've had great years. This is just going to be another one. But for the years to improve, for the fruit to increase, it's all going to hinge on hearing and obeying. There is no other way. There's no other way. There's no other strategy that works. Hear and obey. And the hearing is determined by the quality of our relationship with the Holy Spirit, because he's the one through whom God speaks to us in this 2026. Bless you all. It is going to be a wonderful year. If you're a new person in the congregation, a new person in the church, can I just encourage you, aspire to leadership, aspire to serving, aspire to become an integral part of the church, find a way to serve, find a way to get involved, become a leader, make a choice, become a leader. And but first and foremost, just become a Christian who knows the voice of the Holy Spirit and who's very confident and comfortable in their relationship with God. Love you all. Who knows, may even turn up there one day. God bless you. Have an absolutely wonderful year.